comes across. He is surely going to take second place ahead of Mitani. VEDA Pratama looks over his shoulder. There's no contest there. He wins it ahead of Mitani and Carpucci.
Wow, Ramadipa gets fourth place ahead of Gonzalez, Thompson and Pugliese. Fernandez loses out to finish 8th position, and Christian Daniel, Sullivan Mounty round out your top 10. But what about VEDA Pratama? A tactical masterclass once again. This really is a superstar in the making. Ramadipa in 4th position. You so nearly had a double podium, Indonesia.
That's right. I think he did, you know, there is the number 13 of points leading. Hakim Danish crosses the line, but he picks up no points for 18th place. But
it's still, as they were.
Yeah.
But they've got to be careful now, Peter.
Yeah.
Because Pratama's only 24 points behind.
And the fact that, you know, in just a couple of weekends, the whole concept, the whole complexion of the Cup has changed completely.
Absolutely, absolutely. And a bit of aura farming for VEDA Pratama just there. I won't even bother explaining to you what that is, but trust me, it's a big thing right now.
Right. Yeah, and as I say, you know, he was there in the middle of that pack, back in about 10th place, and he just bided his time. He worked it out, and then as you picked it up, Matt, you know, with about 4 laps to go, he really put the hammer down, and he'd got the tyres left to do it.
Oh, just so impressive. I mean, you know, we know VEDA's story. We know where he's come from, but how has he learned such tactical mastery already in such a short career?
Yeah, that's right. You know, the way he reacted to yesterday's race, where, of course, he was disappointed that, you know, he didn't end up on the podium. He was a very, very close 4th place, but he said well, that's racing, you know. He perhaps wasn't quite happy with we're rubbing shoulders, perhaps with Gilliland Park on the last lap, but he said that's racing, that's fine, and turned it around and won the next race.
And he could have put himself well in the frame for the championship. With 4 races to go, it is not out of the question now, is it?
No, that's right. And you know, he performs every weekend, even in the most tricky conditions as it was yesterday. He was there in a really solid 4th place, and you know, as I say, he's now won 3 out of the last 4 races, and we've got another 4 races to go.
That's championship winning form, that is.
It is, and of course, you know, he's confident, isn't he? And dear old Hakim there, you know, he is going to have a real test now, test how he can bounce back from this. Hakim was absolutely sensational all the way through the first half of the season, wasn't he? He did everything right, absolutely everything right, absolutely incredible, and now it's a big test for our Malaysian friend.
Yeah, huge test for him. I mean, it is that question now of, well, goodness me, I could actually do it. Oh, you know, and that's very, very intimidating. But for these guys, they have really rose to the occasion. Zen Mitani, first podium in Rookies Cup. God, pushing as well. And how about that, Peter? Indonesia, Japan, Kyrgyzstan on the podium.
Right. Yeah, and you know, another Indonesian as well, and then a Spaniard, an Australian,
Italian.
Yeah.
Goodness me, and the United States and Great Britain British in the top 10 as well.
Yeah. That's what we want, isn't it? You know, we want to see incredible racing like that. We want to see nobody get hurt, and fingers crossed, you know, we saw the guys get up and walk away and try and restart their motorcycles, and that's what we want to see.
Mizano next, then for Rookies Cup. It's going to be something pretty special. But what about Zen Mitani? First podium for him as well. Take it away, Tommy.
Zen, what an unbelievable race. Tell us how happy you are at the moment.
I guess nothing, cause just happy now. Yeah, it's still second, but I'm so happy about my first time to get podium in Europe. I'm so happy.
How was the race?
Special, but 3rd win in 4 races for VEDA. What does he make of that one, Domi?
Well, VEDA, congratulations. Indonesia must be celebrating right now, and we all feel very proud of you. Tell us, how are you feeling? How was the race?
Yeah, today the race was incredible for me. It's a crazy race, and yeah, it's a big group, and yeah, in the beginning I tried to push and leading the race and try to push. I want to make a gap, but I can do it. But after that, I'm thinking I think it's better I save my tire for the last 3 laps, and I try to keep calm and just follow the group during the race. And last 3 lap I try to push again, and finally I can finish number 1 again. And I want to say thank you to my team, Astro Honda Racing team, and thank you to all my family, my father, my mother, my sister, and all my friends, and all the sponsor, MS Gloverman, Om Gilang, and yeah, thank you very much. And also thanks to all Indonesian people who always support me. Thank you.
Well done. Thank you so much.
And obviously, VEDA
Guillermo.
enjoying very much riding the wheels
Thank
off
you.
his KTM there. Absolutely getting the best of the motorcycle. Superb stuff. Look at that.
I'll tell you what, if he gets a few more wins, I'm going to expect a personal thank you in Parc Fermés. I think you deserve one too, Peter. We all deserve one.
Yeah, absolutely brilliant stuff. And he came over the hill. You know, he had it won easily at the end, but that only happened, of course, when we had the unfortunate crash a lap and a half before that. he's happy. And, you know, and the stunning thing is now, he's within a race victory of the top of the Cup. And he missed 2 races because of injury in another series. So he missed 2 races. He was knocked off in the second race in Jerez. And apart from that, he's got a 3rd, 2 fourths, and 3 wins and another 4th. So, you know, when he's here, and you know, it wasn't his fault that he missed a couple of races through injury and got knocked off one. He has been absolutely sensational the whole time.
Yeah, if it weren't for those missed races, we could be talking about VEDA Pratama leading the championship at the moment. You know, I mean, 3 victories, Car Cushion, we know that. Chiandra Ramadipa was 4th place ahead of David Gonzalez, Carter Thompson, Julia Pugliese, and then Beñat Fernandez and Christian Daniel Jr. 1.5 seconds off the win, all separated by 7/10 of a second. How close do you like it then? Really, really impressive stuff. 10th position was Sullivan Mounsey. A great recovery then from towards the back of the grid then in the opening laps. Yesterday's podium finisher.
Absolutely brilliant stuff. And there we have a very happy 3rd place man, Jaroslav Karpushin. He's sat on pole position for the first time. He's now on the podium for the first time. Zen Mitani, he's a real character. As I say, his English is very good. He's got a great sense of humour, another real character. And there is our winner. He is going to take the top step of the podium again. Well, and it won't be for the last time this season. And the awards being given out today by William Mitton. He's Alpine Stars racing manager. And of course, all these guys have Alpine Stars to thank for the boots, gloves, the full air tech suit, the tech air stuff, which is what goes off and protects you with a big airbag system when you, if you have an accident. And you can buy, of course, tech air suits for your everyday riding, or you can use a vest over or under your existing riding gear. So really a great safety feature of the Tech Air stuff. Right, so we've got no Rookies Cup action, no racing for 4 weeks. You can binge Rookies Cup Born Races on YouTube. We'll be back on August 16th, 17th at the Red Bull Ring. But until then, it's goodbye from Matt Dunn and myself, Peter Clifford.
Hier auf dem Sachsenring. Geschichte. Denkt dran, die Tickets für das nächste Jahr für den 10. bis 12. Juli. die gibt es seit 14 Minuten und in der Goldbachstraße oder sonst morgen telefonisch oder auch im Internet. All die noch hier sind, sagen wir danke.
These are the highlights from Red Bull MotoGP Rookies Cup Race 2 at the Sachsenring, and it was an incredible start by the Kyrgyzstani rider Yaroslav Karpushin, who was outbraked into turn 1 by our former series leader Brian Uriarte. Eventual winner VEDA Pratama moved himself up into third as we had 3 riders crash out at the first turn, and it was all action from then through to the end of the race. We had a few riders really come to blows in towards the first turn, with Hack Indonesia series leader crashing out but remounting to finish 18th. Uriarte got involved with Morelli a little bit close there, and then well too close for comfort come towards the end of the race. We saw VEDA Pratama take the lead back and didn't look back, as behind him we saw this crash between Morelli and Brian Uriarte. VEDA Pratama would take the victory, but it was all about the fight behind him, with Zetmatani and Karpushin taking second and third on the run to the line. What a race to finish up here at the Sachsenring. Aura farming at its best. Indonesia's VEDA Pratama is your winner. See you in Austria. Goodbye.